Phenylketonuria is a genetic disease caused by point mutation on a gene in the 12th chromosome. Normally, this gene encodes for a protein called PAH, which in turn breaks down an amino acid called phenylalanine. If, however, you have this disease, you will have a defective copy of this gene, which will code for a wrong version of the PAH protein, which in turn will mean that you will not be able to degrade phenylalanine properly. This will unfortunately mean that you will have brain damage over time, which will lead to mental retardation, seizures, epilepsy, and other factors which you really would prefer not to have. This disease is transmitted recessively and autosomally, which has its good sides but also its bad sides. First, I'll start with the good sides. You need 2 copies of this mutation in order to get the disease. 1 copy is not enough. You'll be a carrier, but you will not actually have the disease. On the other hand, 2 parents who are both carriers and who do not know about it could potentially give rise to a child who will have the disease. Fortunately, all is not lost if you have the disease, because babies are routinely tested for this disease after they are born, and if it turns out that they have the disease, for the rest of their lives they need to have a diet which has no proteins, which means no fish, no eggs, no meat, and also no artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, which unfortunately means no Skittles, no M&Ms, none of that fun stuff. These children also need to have an amino acid supplement, because they need to get these amino acids from somewhere, which they are not going to get from the proteins which they are not eating. Finally, we have to remember about the risk factors for the disease. Obviously, it is caused by family history, since it's genetically inherited. If anyone in your family ever had this disease, you have a chance that either you or your children or some other of your relatives will have the disease. And it's also worth noticing that this disease is much more common amongst white people than amongst African Americans and Asians. Still, this is just a statistic, and everyone can potentially get the disease. It's not too common, 1 in 15,000 births, but it can always happen, which is why once again all babies are tested for this disease.